Abrupt update video time because I actually happen to have a little bit of bad news that I need to issue to the viewers here. Um, as of this point, I have recorded the first three segments of Five at Omega. That's going over relatively fine. I have had no problems with that. I got everything ready to record Luigi's Mansion. I did the first segment of that. I went to go and put it into Camtasia so that I can render it and everything, and came across a rather unfortunate problem, and that is, since I started the first segment in the Wii menu and then went over to the game, for some inadequately explored reason, putting it through either Camtasia or Sony Vegas caused a chunk off the bottom of the screen to be chopped off, which I probably could have worked my way around that in all honesty, but I felt like it was too much of a problem. I felt like like the entire bottom of the screen, you could not see the health bar at all. You could hardly see the chunk of what was the Game Boy Horror, and so I decided that that segment was not going to see the light of day. So I went back to redo it, and then realized that I had already saved after getting the first Portrait Ghost of that game, and so as a result, without a lack of backup or anything, my only alternative is to go into the other file that I have and take the entirety of Sunday to beat the game, which which I'm not doing at all. So basically, the point here of this video is Luigi's Mansion will not be going up as originally intended. It will not be the first console LP, which is really sad because I've had this plan for the last 3 years, only for my idiocy to prove the final nail in the coffin. So I've not come up with a replacement yet, but I will end up. I will have a replacement ready to go up with Fire Red Omega on Monday. Fire Red Omega will go ahead normally, as stated at the top of this update. Fire Red Omega is going perfectly fine at the moment. I've got 3 segments of that recorded. It's just Luigi's Mansion kind of just got screwed over, and so I would rather have something that's readily available and not have to spend the entirety of Sunday trying to beat the game because I have locals to attend. So the potential one, the only potential LPs that I can think of at the moment are Metroid Prime. Again, for GameCube, I might possibly actually do the trilogy version instead. Depends on how much. It depends on how badly I want to do the I want to do sequence breaks and shit like that. I might want to just do sequence breaks just to make it a bit more interesting. Pikmin 2 is also a possibility. It is definitely a possibility in there. I was wanting to do a no death run of that game, and or another one in the potential works is Rage, which I can play on the Xbox. My plan for Rage, if I do that, is I'm going to do it on Ultra Nightmare mode, so that might be rather interesting as well. So something else may come out of the woodwork, because there's a handful of other console-based games that I'd like to be able to play, but at this point, Luigi's Mansion is absolutely, definitely not going to be one of those because of my idiocy. So I figured I would just let you know. If you have any ideas about what you would like to see for my first console LP, drop a comment somewhere, let me know. That might have some kind of influence on my decision, but I'm just going to have to see. I'm just too seething with anger at the moment to come up with an idea that I want to stick with at this stage, so I guess that's about it.